Hey gaming bees, it's Brianna aka HoneyBree, and welcome to my current household in The Sims 4. So I've always just played one family, but I stopped playing for a while. If I played it for a long time, my freaking family tree would be bigger. But here it is. Is that really the original sim that I had before? I don't know. It takes forever to load. Has so many freaking sims. No, I'm pretty sure it goes more. Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure more than Penelope. There we go. So the original OG, I think, was Moriah. It's not loading right now, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about like this current family. You see this huge family tree. I have the MC Command Center mod downloaded, so like my family members and everybody else in the town will continue on with their lives, having kids. Their kids having kids. As you can see, like this tree just trickled down right here. But we're gonna go to our current family. Her mom just recently died, but toddlers are in and vampires. So I made this girl's life, Carla, is just so tragic. She has two other brothers and a sister who's younger than her because that was like the last child that Krista had really young, so she's still in our house. And then so let me explain Carla's life real quick. So Carla, girl, where your romance at? Okay, so you see this dude Sergio, okay? So she knew him while growing up, literally, and as soon as you turn into a young adult, she started to freaking flirt with him, and he was an elder by then. And ended up getting pregnant, and when she freaking announced to him that she was pregnant, he cried. I was so shocked because I thought in The Sims 4 there was only good reactions, but then when I switched to him just to see why he was so disappointed about her news, it said bad news from trait hate children. As you can see it there, hates children. I was like, oh my gosh. So she was devastated because she has want to just get a soulmate, and she wanted him to be the soulmate, but he was married. That was another thing. He was a married sim, so that was tragic. So then she goes to his house to just stir up some trouble, and me personally, I just wanted to see if he would flirt with her. So then he flirts with his wife in front of her, and she gets really sad. She then flirts with him just to piss off the wife, and then leaves, and then goes to a singles night bar or whatever, and basically flirts up these two. He left, and then he came in, this Asian dude with green hair, who's honestly, he's really good looking, Dakota. So, and then I found out this dude was married. I'm like, why are you at singles night if you're married? Cheetah. And she ends up, freaking woohooed with all three of them in one day, and then she gets pregnant because I have the woohoo mod that you can get separately for the MC Commander mod, and I have risky woohoo on for 15%, and then she got pregnant by one of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, who is it? And I could check who it was, but I just wanted to see after she gave birth. It was Dakota's baby. So then finally she met Caleb, and they just really clicked. They actually clicked, and she was actually interested. And I have the autonomous marriage on, so I've never seen it happen until Caleb proposed. I was like, oh my gosh, he just proposed to her. This is so perfect. And he's a stay-at-home dad. He doesn't have a job, but of course he's a vampire. Where would he go? The thing with Caleb is he would ask you out during the day, and it's like, dude, you're gonna die. Thank goodness I save every time we go out, and he almost literally burned to death once. So that was tragic, but everything's fine. But let me show you the family tree so I can show you the kids. So here's his daughters. She had twins from him. She was pregnant before they even got married. They haven't gotten married. Oh wait, no, yeah, they did. I did a private wedding, but one is a vampire and one isn't. I wanted to see that. That's why he kept asking me. He was like, he called Carla. She's like, I have something to ask you. So when I was there, he never asked it until the next day. He was like, he asked me twice if I wanted to let him turn me. Like, it was I can say yes or no. And I didn't know if it was like the mod, the MC Commander mod, but I don't think it is because I don't see anything about vampires in there yet. So he literally asked me on his own if I would let him turn me, but I said no because I wanted to see what kind of babies I would end up having. Like, would it be hybrids, or like if I had like more than one, would one be vampire and one be human? And that's what happened to me. So before we even got married, I went to just check the family tree and clicked on the vampire sibling just to see if he had any, and apparently he does. But in his relationship panel, it doesn't look like he had a romantic relationship with anybody but Carla. So I'm just saying that it was probably like a donation thing, and that lady was not ready to find out that her baby was going to turn into a vampire, or is a vampire, I mean. So yeah, that happened. So on to my brothers. So we got they were twins, but they literally looked nothing like each other. Like, one has like the dad's hair, one has the mom's hair, one has green eyes, the one has brown eyes, and they look nothing like each other, like in the face, like much. But the twins are vampire and the other ones look fine. But he this is Francesca is his how do you say this, his high school sweetheart, but she was a little bit older than him, so she turned into a young adult before he did. But he proposed to her while she was a young adult because he found out like she had a kid. Because I looked at the family tree and I was like, oh, there's a baby there. She freaking got pregnant from just like regular woohoo. So yeah, but I'm glad to see that he's faithful, because guys, this family tree gets crazy because like people are cheating everywhere. But looks, they have like 4 kids and it's just the 2 of them, which is great. My brother, his twin, is married to a guy named Calvin, which they don't have an adopted kid yet. Of course, we're not worried about her because she's still a teenager. But let's go to mom. They all died. I forgot that. But I wanted to show you like their kids. But as you can see, he had 2 kids and they have their own children. Kaysen didn't have any. He was just like, no kids for me. Jason had 1 kid before he died, thank goodness. Dylan, I showed you that. Holden had 2, but the cheating thing I was talking about, like one of their husband was like slept with one of the brother's wife and had kids. It was just like, I was like so shocked. I was like, what is going on here? Like, crazy. But let me get into like the household things so I can show you what they look like. Yeah, so I've named them Junior. You'll see. Dakota to me can be a guy and a girl's name, so I named the girl Dakota Junior. So you can see I have Primrose here. She grew up with the little teeth and the freckles, which I love because I've never seen a sim grow up with skin details, and I love that she has it. So there she is, absolutely adorable. There's her twin. There we go. She has her dad's eyes because Caleb has gray eyes. I freaking love it. Let me show you her everyday outfit so you can see like their difference. She's like the I want to wear dark stuff, and she's like I want to wear really girly stuff even though I'm a vampire. But hey, vampires don't like, being a vampire means nothing about colors. But she has that little what do you call it, like the little space between her front teeth. I think it's so cute. And oh my gosh, her dad's name is Xander and her mom's name is Krista, of course, and I name her Xavier, and I love it. And she is so freaking gorgeous. Look at her. And she is slim thick. I was like, yes. And I feel like she's literally the only sim that I feel like is tall. Like, even though like they're the same height, but she literally, it literally feels like she's tall to me. She got her, you know, the I don't want to really dress up days, and she had like a mix between like the hair thing, and I just love it. She is so gorgeous, and the green eyes have been passed down from like her grandma, I'm pretty sure, her her ancestor, I should say, because that's what it says in the thing. So here's Sergio Jr., and honestly, he looks like his dad, like to the T. His facial structure, he looks straight up like his dad, but he has his mom's beautiful blue eyes. There's the mom. She is so gorgeous. Let's put her in her everyday. So there she is. She's always been like the pastel goth type. Honestly, she is so pretty. It's her chill outfit. And here's Caleb. Everybody knows Caleb. I don't need to show his outfit. I didn't change anything. But yeah, you see the gray eyes, and he has mascara on that she has. But of course, when she gets older, I'm gonna edit like her dark form, so that way these eyes will go to her dark form. And then she'll have like her mom's eyes in like normal form. So yeah, that's, oh yeah, and here's Dakota Jr. Like, she looks straight up Asian, just like her dad. And since she was a toddler, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so Asian like her daddy, and she's so adorable. I find her so adorable. I just love it. I love the diversity. Honestly, like I want to play as her so much, because honestly, she wants to live in a city and like get an apartment and stuff. I don't know, I might be switching it up a little bit between the two, because I love the vampire story. I don't know, I'm just like so indecisive. But anyways, back into the gameplay. But like, there's always like tragic things happening, trust me, in this gameplay with the MC Commander mod, which honestly, that I can't play The Sims without it, because it gives the world life. And I like that. So I showed you everybody, gave you a little bit of their drama in their life. Nobody works, because the only people that were working was Krista, which is Carla's mom. She wasn't a person working. The dad, Xander, was her stepdad. Oh, I forgot to say, Carla's was adopted. Because, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you this key piece. Sergio used, Krista, Carla's mom, used to like try to get with Sergio, but he was playing hard to get, and he was just being annoying. And I was like, I really want a kid, and he's not putting up. So I was like, let's just adopt a kid, and that's how I got Carla, and she's the adopted one. And her Crystal biological kids were the twin boys, and Xavier here, who's so gorgeous, honestly. And yeah, so she's the aunt of these kids, and they're the same age, both teens, but he just aged up, I'm pretty sure. Like, she's gonna age up in 3 days and be a young adult, and he has a while to go, like 11 days, so she's still the oldest, but of course the cool aunt. And oh my gosh, I printed out, and one time I just went looking through the family tree, and then I found out that Crystal's dad cheated, because she has a half sister. Yeah, so like her dad cheated. She has a half sister who's the same age as Carla. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little update. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. And it's HoneyBree buzzing out. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.